class what these three guys do, but I also want to see how Arsenal try and contain this team. It's so intriguing.
Perhaps in a way, Ronald, if they just keep the light show going right throughout the first half, it might distract the Barcelona players
maybe that's,
to a certain degree. But I suppose a good start is vital, isn't it, to Arsenal if they're to hold?
Yeah, they need an aggressive start in the game and good organisation, and then hoping for that the best three players in front will not have the best day today.
Does Mertesacker worry at all against those three?
Well, of course, you know, people know that his lack of pace can be a problem, and we saw that with Costa a few weeks back. But he's somebody that Arsene Wenger's got a lot of faith in. But you'd have to worry about him if Suarez or any of the boys get in and around him, and I hope he doesn't have one of those Boateng moments.
Can they do it, Arsenal, Ian?
I hope so. I really do hope so.
That's not quite the answer I was looking for, is it?
I think Arsenal will get a goal, and of course I want Arsenal to win, but we're going up against the best team in the world, so fingers crossed they can get something, but it's going to be a monumental effort from them.
Ronald, briefly, Arsenal, Barcelona?
First, I hope that they will have a good result for the second leg, but I think 2-1 Barcelona.
Yep.
I think Barca by 2 goals tonight.
OK, we shall see. The teams are just about to make their way out. The commentators here in North London, Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher.
Thanks, Gary. Good evening, everyone. It's not a long walk from the dressing rooms to the part of the pitch where they line up here at the Emirates, but it's got the feel of a world title fight tonight. Can football's undisputed champions be slowed down by Arsenal here at the Emirates? It's a crisp evening in North London, and this one's been the hottest ticket in town ever since the draw was made. Barcelona bidding to become the first team to retain the trophy since Milan did it 26 years ago. The Gunners trying to get back to European football's big night out for the first time since Barca beat them a decade ago. The Emirates Stadium looking magnificent tonight. It's not just a game when Barcelona bring their superstars to town. It becomes an occasion. Barcelona have won the trophy 4 times in the last decade. They've not failed to get past this stage for 8 years in a row. The last 16 has been a real problem, though, recently for Arsenal. Two of the big three, two of the players that Arsenal somehow have to slow down tonight. After making 9 changes on Saturday, Arsenal are back to available strength tonight. Czech returns in goal, signed for big nights like this. Mertesacker and Koscielny remain, with Bellerin and Monreal restored. Coquelin and Ramsey have important roles in central midfield. So does Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who gets the nod over Welbeck and Walcott. And the Gunners will hope Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez can create enough for Olivier Giroud to make his mark tonight. The two captains, Per Mertesacker for Arsenal and the great Andres Iniesta of Barcelona. Cüneyt Çakır from Turkey is the referee, and he's not been afraid to show red cards to players of English club sides in big European games in the past. Remember Nani against Real Madrid. John Terry and Steven Gerrard have also been sent off, but he was in charge when they beat Bayern Munich in the competition earlier this season. Now, there's such a familiar look to this Barcelona side, who also bring back players rested or unavailable in the Liga at the weekend. Marc-Andre ter Stegen makes his usual starting goal in the Champions League. Gerard Piqué replaces Jeremy Mathieu at centre-back to restore Barcelona's first-choice defence. Sergio Busquets was suspended on Saturday but returns in midfield. So does Ivan Rakitic. And the big three all here. Suarez, the most in form, with 15 goals in his last 9 matches. There's Petr Cech, who's up against Barcelona for the 9th time in Europe tonight. He won twice as a Chelsea player. Lionel Messi has never scored past him in 6 tries. He will try and remedy that in North London tonight. It's the entertainers against the great entertainers. The game that grabbed everyone's imagination when the draw was made. The stage is set, Steve. Conditions are perfect. And the test for Arsenal couldn't be greater.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. What a fantastic evening atmosphere. Great players on show. How are Arsenal going to stop that front three?
Also looking to play it through towards Olivier Giroud for the first time, and then Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was trying to get there. A fast start for Arsenal could make all the difference. It was Jordi Alba with the first challenge at the back for Barcelona.
Yeah, they need a fast start, Flex. They need to be very aggressive. They need to be tight. It's easier said than done with this Barcelona side, but they have to be aggressive, very much so at home in front of their own crowd.
You would expect they'll have to be patient. They'll certainly have to keep their concentration, and tactically, of course, they have to be spot on. In it goes by Monreal. They may well look to the night against Bayern Munich here early in the competition as a guide, where they soaked up lots of pressure, got the 2-0 win, and of course tactically, Steve, is going to be the key for them, isn't it, tonight? How they can shape up and slow down this team that can pass you to death.
Very much so. That block of 4, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Ramsey, Coquelin have to be really disciplined, Flex. They have to be very close together. They have to be very tight, because the likes of Messi, Neymar, Suarez will be looking for that little area in between them to try and pick up and get a little bit of space.
Here is Neymar, and the pace of Bellerin got back, and the challenge came in on the Brazilian, which brings Barcelona the free kick. Aaron Ramsey, the Arsenal player, with the foul.
Yeah, Ramsey brings him down. Flex is no doubt about it there. He's quick, Neymar, he's very quick. Ramsey doesn't want to be chasing him. If anything, it has to be left to Bellerin. He's the speedster in the back 4.
And it goes from Messi, and it's helped on in there as well by Dani Alves. Seemed effortless, didn't it, from Messi, but it almost got the job done.
Yeah, it was a late decision by the referee's assistant with the offside flag, but you can clearly see they were all offside. Dani Alves gets the flick.
It's one of those nights where ordinarily Arsenal's run of 1 defeat in 11 would look impressive, but Barcelona unbeaten in 32 matches, going all the way back to October the 3rd, when Sevilla beat them. Barcelona without Lionel Messi that night. 26 wins in that run and 98 goals scored. It's the best run that Barcelona have ever had. Here's Messi. Now Suarez. In it goes towards Messi again. And Mertesacker, the Arsenal captain, in the way. Now Dani Alves. And Gerard Piqué, the only player in the Barcelona starting lineup who's a booking away from suspension. There are 2 playing for Arsenal tonight who would miss the return in the new camp in 3 weeks' time if they got a yellow card tonight. Mesut Ozil and Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Arsenal do, Flex. They tried to press there on the Barcelona back 4, but Barcelona just played their way out quite comfortably. They're not scared to pass to their own teammates, even if they marked. They've got so much confidence in each other, it's incredible. See, Giroud's gone now. They need to talk. The communication needs to be better for Arsenal. If one goes, the rest have to go. Otherwise, it's a complete waste of time.
Here's the veteran Dani Alves. And now Ivan Rakitic, who's played more games than any other Barcelona player in the first team this season. Alves had started to make the run. Conditions couldn't be better tonight, and there's not a breath of wind. A little bit of a chill in the air.
I'm really looking forward to that duel on that right-hand side or the left-hand side, if you talk about Arsenal, between Sanchez and Dani Alves, because Dani Alves loves to get forward. And Alexis Sanchez will have to be disciplined at times to go with him. But it's a little bit like who's going to blink first, because Alexis Sanchez wants to go forward just as much.
Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain, who we could sense from Arsene Wenger's pre-match interview has been brought in for his work rate as well as his attacking threat tonight. Maybe provides the best blend of those two elements of the game compared to Walcott and Welbeck. Here's Ozil. Ramsey was looking to make the run. Dani Alves was there for Barcelona, and Ter Stegen able to get it away. Sergio Busquets, who was suspended for the La Liga match at the weekend, and then Rakitic has been caught, and there's a yellow card, an early one for Nacho Monreal.
Yeah, and it was a really poor challenge as well. Look where they are positioned on the field, Fletch. It's late, it's not necessarily vicious, but it's just a pointless challenge when you look at the position of the field. And now he's got a nervy 85 plus minutes to last throughout the game.
As Arsene Wenger, his 182nd Champions League game with Arsenal tonight, the 8th time he's faced Barcelona. Of course, he's got the opportunity this season to potentially win the Premier League for the first time in 12 years, and he's talked about discipline an awful lot in the build-up to the match. He said they can't give away stupid fouls and get stupid bookings, which we've just seen from Nacho Monreal. And he says they've got to get the balance right, Steve, between being audacious when they've got the ball and being solid when they haven't. It sounds simple. It may well turn out to be anything but against this Barcelona team. Away by Bellerin. Here's Suarez. Oxlade-Chamberlain was there. Now Iniesta was buzzing around. Well, here's Nacho Monreal. Alexis Sanchez. Ramsey's made the run forward. Piqué looking to get back. Here's Ozil. Giroud's available. It's pulled back here to Ramsey. And the block made by Javier Mascherano, but they worked the opportunity there really nicely, Arsenal. Here's Bellerin. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Arsenal playing with confidence. That will give them great heart, Steve, won't it? The move that teed up Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, it will do. And I can see Arsenal making plenty of chances this evening, Fletch, because of the makeup of the Barcelona side. They score so many goals is because Dani Alves goes and Jordi Alba goes at the same time, and sometimes they leave the defensive pair isolated. If Arsenal can get good possession and break like they just have done, they'll make plenty more chances in this game.
Monreal too tall for Messi. There's Rakitic, who started the scoring in the Champions League final against Juventus at the end of last season. Messi is taking up this position here, wide on the Barcelona right. Space out wide here for the left-back, Jordi Alba, one of the Spanish internationals in the side. Iniesta, who's seen it all before. Steve talks about the number of goals that Barcelona get, 119 in 44 matches so far. And he's had nothing but success, has he, Luis Enrique, since getting the job at the new camp. He scored in both games against Arsenal in this competition back in 1999 when the Gunners were playing their Champions League games at Wembley. Shelly able to beat Neymar to it. Here's Oxlade-Chamberlain, and now Coquelin.
It's a hard ball, actually. Mesut Ozil was nice and free at 10 yards in front of him.
I know it's not about numbers on a night like this, Steve, but I think the one that jumped out of the page when you analyse the two sides is that between them, Neymar, Suarez and Messi have got 91 this season, and Arsenal, one of the freest scoring teams in the Premier League, have managed 61 as a squad, which kind of tells you